Things are heating up between Mohammed Hijab and his ex-wife as new audio and text messages reveal the lengths he's gone to in order to hide this misyar marriage. Here it is.
Do you know what? Right now, I'm actually very angry. I'm not gonna lie. I'm angry at the fact that this guy, he actually misrepresented a private conversation by selectively choosing some of the things that he said to me and not something back. This is disgusting behavior from a freak. You are a freak, bro. How could you bring on your show and try and interrogate him and question him about leaking emails? How can you do that when you're practically leaking out private conversation and you're not doing it in a representative way? Bro, I'm not gonna leak the conversation. I'm not like you. I'm not gonna stoop to your level. Bro, everyone can see through you right now. You're a clout chasing monster. You're a clout chasing monster. Yeah, I'm angry with you, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be inauthentic in front of the people and then be something else in private, like you. I'm not gonna be two-faced, be smiling in front of me, you know, in public. You're a monster, yeah? Bro, I'm the same with you privately and publicly. How dare you, as a hypocrite that you are, shut up, yeah? Shut up. How dare you come out and try and selectively choose certain things that were said in the conversation and not even represent the conversation right? Bro, I challenge you, bro, to a mubahala. I'm gonna put you in your place. Wallahi, I'm gonna cancel you, bro. Let's do a mubahala. Let's do mubahala. Whether or not you were representing me correctly in that private conversation, that you selectively chosen some things and not other things. Let's do mubahala, bro. Let's go on a Zoom, let's do a debate and a mubahala. But you're not a man. With all due respect, you're emasculated. You're happy to make these videos, yeah? Make these videos about people. But when videos are made about you, you come out and start leaking information and start acting whiny and whatever. When questions are asked to you, bro, about the positions that you choose to defend, you try and act like, oh, passive and benign. What a rajul mutanaqid. What a contradictory man. And what a contradictory man you are. Where are your principles, bro? Where are your principles, bro? I'm not gonna come out and reveal my thing. I'll do more bahala with you, bro. I'll do more bahala with you. How dare you come out and try and selectively choose certain things I said and certain things I didn't say? How embarrassing, bro. How embarrassing. And let's talk about everyone who leaked private information, shall we? Why don't we account the people, everyone that you know that leaked private information? Bro, you're a poxy man. Do you understand that? You're not a man anyway. Because if you're a real man, yeah, you'd come and have a Zoom one-on-one conversation. But you are not a man. I'm telling you that, let everyone hear it. You are a coward. You are a walking definition of a coward. I'm telling you that straight. I don't care what people say. For you to reveal private information, distort it, yeah, for clout and publicity, uqsumu billah al-azim, I'm ready to do mubahal with you. I'm ready. If you're ready, let's do it. Come on, Zoom, like a man, yeah? If you can't protect yourself from a man's words, how can you protect yourself from, or your wife or your kids or whatever, from a man's actions? If you're meant to be a qawwam and a protector, wearing hats and this and that with strong words on them in Arabic language, bro, come on, act like a man. Absolute weasel behavior.
You're finished, boy, you're finished. Let's watch more. That was actually really entertaining, wasn't it?
What you're about to see is a preview of the full text message exchange between Dr. Abu Aya and Mohammed Hijab. Let's talk about the vulgar and sexually inappropriate humor. Comments that Mohammed Hijab quickly deleted, such as, "Brother Abdullah is into beautiful women."
Don't worry, there's more.
The clip we are about to show is from a video endorsed by Mohammed Hijab himself.
What exactly compels their intrusion? A clue may lie in a voice note where one of these bloggers tells Mohammed Hijab that he is cornered, all while admitting there is a lack of concrete evidence.
So, let's just, you know what, I'm just going to give this to you, and perhaps this might work, it might not, if you don't answer me, khalas, qadar whatever, what am I going to do? But at the same time, she needs to have her voice, akhi. And yani, we saw what we needed to see, and once she moves forward with the Islamic Council of the UK, and once she asks for those list of witnesses, and once they present themselves, and they don't, we already know what we're going to do afterwards. So, kida ma'alish yani, you've been cornered.
The speaker explicitly states, "You've been cornered." But this raises a crucial question. Why would anyone genuinely interested in truth or justice speak in terms of cornering? Is that the language of an impartial seeker of facts, or of someone driven by a different agenda? Let us listen further.
On the other hand, and I need you to also understand this, I'm not going to be quiet. Every single one of us has been burned by religious powerful figures because of whatever reason. And unfortunately, when they get to that ibtila of a shuhra, becoming famous, unfortunately, the vast majority start to engage in wrong behavior. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He protects you from that. I'm not saying that you did it. I'm just asking questions so that you can help us, so that we can help you at the end. But again, I get it. You don't trust us. You don't know who we are. We could just turn around and basically backstab you and betray you. I understand that, and I would probably be hesitant as well if I was in your situation. But I don't know what else to do. I'm just giving you a lifeline. If you want to have a video chat with me, if you want to get to know me, if you want to just, you know what, maybe that's what it will take for you to feel comfortable with me. Ahlan wa sahlan.
In this segment, Abu Aya lays bare his motivations. He openly admits that both he and his associate, who happens to be Dunya Shwaib's ex-husband, have been burnt by religious figures. This is not the language of objective inquiry. It is the language of grievance.
Mohammed Hijab's support for this video is not by accident. It is both malicious and deceitful. This soundbite isn't a fair or balanced response. It uses clever tricks to make Dr. Abu Aya look bad and to make people doubt his intentions without actually dealing with what was really said or the full context.
Yeah, we're quite honest in saying that, if you sit and have a conversation with us, we're just trying to resolve this. As-sulh khayr. As-sulh khayr. There's goodness for everyone. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to tell the sister there's no point in doing this publicly. So this is wallahi, this is probably the main reason I'm just trying my absolute best so that you understand. I care about you. I want the best for you. But if you wrong someone, as your brother, you're supposed to do the right thing, akhi. You're supposed to do the right thing. Even if Salman and I decide that, khalas, after you've spoken with us and you gave us certain things that, khalas, we realize, no, she's in the wrong, and we tell her, hey, you need to stop, she still might go public.
If you want to see the whole clip, it's available in the video description. I'll skip it for now. Let's continue.
Now, the climax of your deception, the screenshot you proudly presented to your 1.3 million followers, applauding yourself while falsely accusing Sister Aisha of creating it.
Now what we're going to do, brothers and sisters, is we're going to show you the first mistake, or the many mistakes they made, but one slip up, of a message, a fake, photoshopped message that we have to give it to our brother Salman, Dunya's ex-husband, should we say, who came out and said that this was photoshopped. Just one thing you missed there, brother Salman, should I say Dunya's ex-husband. Yeah, that Photoshop message that you missed out on your video to inform your viewers was done by herself. And here is the evidence.
Honey, what a colossal disaster.
To those of you who are wondering why Ali Dawa is in this film, it's not because I'm his #1 fan. It's because he's been running cover for Mohammed Hijab.
Today, I will prove forensically and irrefutably that your accusation was rooted in a huge lie.
You're finished, boy!
Exhibit A. The source of the so-called proof screenshot came from the account True Salafi 1, who resurfaced out of nowhere just 4 days after our hijab expose. Exhibit B. The screenshot you showed includes black bezels, something no phone screenshot captures, meaning it was digitally staged. And this could not have been the sister because the screenshot clearly shows that this was done within the YouTube app. Exhibit C. The annotation circles on 2 different screenshots are an exact pixel for pixel match when overlaid. No smartphone does that. This is a classic Photoshop copy and paste. Exhibit D. One circle uses a brushstroke, the other a solid stroke, within the same screenshot. That's not how anyone annotates on a phone. It's entirely inconsistent and makes no logical sense. The next one is the finality of proofs. I present to you Exhibit E, the nail in the coffin. Zoom into the screenshot. The annotation marking appears beneath, underneath, below the YouTube share icon. That is impossible, unless it was composited in Photoshop. This slideshow lays bare the private communications Hijab never thought you'd see. Mohammed Hijab has cast an impression that these allegations are completely baseless. In just a few minutes, I'm going to share a message sent to me a few days ago by Ali Dawa, Hijab's buddy.
With what we know about Mohammed Hijab and how he likes to collect evidence, maybe he's got something on Ali Dawa,
But before that, let's take a deeper look into the timeline. Just under 2 years back, in August of 2023, Sister Aisha reached out to Ali Dawa for help. The sister inquired whether or not Ali Dawa knew about anyone in the Dawa circuit who had gotten married and divorced. When he said he was not aware, the sister decided to not continue the conversation. As you can see here, Ali Dawa insists on doing an interview with the sister in July of 2024. This is where she reveals Hijab's name, and where Ali responds that now he will have to hear his side.
The interview that Ali Dawa buried and never aired. I'll leave a link to it in the video description so you can see it for yourselves if you want.
They spend some days going back and forth trying to find a convenient place and time to meet. Ali makes it very clear to not mention Hijab's name in front of his wife. Nearly a month later, they meet in Ali Dawa's studio and record a 1.5-hour interview. They conceal the identity while she shares her whole story, with the purpose of waking people up to the reality of what is going on and warning others, in an effort to avert any traps that women may fall into. Eventually, Ali Dawa informs her that the interview will no longer be published.
It's so odd the name Aisha she used. I wonder who asked her to use that name. Mohammed and Aisha. It rings a bell, doesn't it, guys?
It's literally the name you gave her during that interview.
In an effort to continue to deflect while deploying smoke and mirrors, he questions the source of these texts that have made their way to multiple channels on the internet. Sister Aisha had actually shared many of these texts between Hijab and herself to Ali Dawa. Here are some of the screenshots from the sister's conversations with Mohammed Hijab. Just yesterday, a screenshot was shared trying to disqualify the authenticity of these messages. The problem? It never originated from Sister Aisha, but it was intentionally photoshopped in an effort to reframe the narrative. Just take a look at this repulsive message Ali Dawa sent directly to me, where he states,
Assalamu alaikum. The reason I took that video down of your wife oppressing you is because I realized what an irresponsible man you are with those accusations about hijab. You haven't seen what I've seen, and also how you accused Omar Suleiman of free mixing. You're not a man to be trusted. This week you're going to realize what kind of woman you gave a platform to, who works with the enemies of Islam. Your reputation of standing up for the oppressed will be cancelled due to this enemy of Islam trying to get dua down. The first video is out and you will watch it in shame of who this Aisha really is. But the second video will make you want to shut your YouTube channel down. You're not a man of justice. Your hatred to dunya has blinded your sight of justice. You're as unjust as your ex-wife, if that's even true, what you say about her, which I doubt.
My brief response to you, Ali Dawa, first and foremost, I'm not sure what kind of leash that Mohammed Hijab has placed around your neck, like he has with others. But be careful who you blindly defend.
Now, for those of you wondering how Mohammed Hijab responded to all of this,
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم عما يتساءلون عن النبأ العظيم الذي هم فيه مختلفون.
Bro, are you okay?
والجبال أوتادا وخلقناكم أزواجا.
That man is looking rough. If you all want to torture yourselves for an hour and listen to this, I'll leave a link in the video description. That's it for today, folks. Remember to like and subscribe so you can help me produce more content like this.